Good evening, Sheila. How are you? Thanks
Good,
for
how are
being
you?
here. Good to see you. I'm Jennifer Reed from the Senior College at Bridgewater State University, and we're here this evening with Sheila Kelleher. Or we're recording this in the evening, but you might be watching it at a different time to talk a little bit about her upcoming class this fall with Senior College. Sheila, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sheila Kelleher. I have been involved in community theater for 20 years. I've been directing for 9. I have a master's from Emerson in theater education, where I developed a acting workshop for senior citizens as my senior master's thesis.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So this is your second semester with Senior College. So can you tell us why you've decided to come back and what makes Senior College a place that you want to spend your spare time?
Sure. At the first round that I taught was full, and we had so much fun, so much fun. I love directing, but I love directing seniors in particular because it's something that a lot of people have always wanted to try, but it's intimidating. So I give them a chance to learn from the bottom up with their peers. So there's no judgment, there's no uncomfortableness. It's really about playing. So they come in and we just play and we try things they haven't tried. And I teach them the basics of acting from breathing up to we end up actually doing a scene at the end. Everyone gets cast and directed, and it's a blast and very, very funny. There are some natural actors out there. And the great thing about seniors is they have so much life experience. They've experienced every emotion I could ever give them. So it's really, really rewarding for me and for them as well.
I had the opportunity last semester to come in and meet the members of your class a couple times, and I was just so impressed. There was a brightness and an energy and an enthusiasm. You know, all of our members are enthusiastic and curious, but the participants in the acting class were especially bright, and it was a pleasure to see them. And I know they really enjoyed your class, so we're thrilled that you're back with us this fall.
Thank you. Well, they're very active participants. It's not like they're just sitting back and learning. They have to participate and they have to get up on their feet and they learn each other's names. And it's a very, very active, fun time.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what members of Senior College could expect to experience in your course this fall.
Well, you start with the very, very basic of breathing, because if you don't have good support for your voice, you won't be heard. And then we go on to like, how do you walk normally? And then I give them other characters to walk like, you know, what's their posture? Do they make eye contact? How is it different than you carry yourself? And so just trying on how another person moves is very eye-opening, and it actually changes how you talk, and sometimes changes your voice. And that leads into building a character and what is the character thinking, and what would they do in this instance, in this conversation? Would they walk away from you because they don't want to have the conversation? Would they lean in to get more intimate? All the physicality that goes with building a character. And then you learn how to read a script and look for clues, because even though an actor says a line, it does not mean that the character is telling the truth. So you have to pick up all the cues that are in the script to tell you how to play that scene. And then I give them scenes to play out and I direct them how to make it more believable and truthful, because you really want it to seem like it's happening at that moment in real time. So by the very end of the workshop, they're actually doing a scene with a scene partner. So they go from breathing to you're on stage.
I absolutely love that. So there's no acting experience is required, and it really is for just the sake of the experience. And again, you know, I say this a lot about Senior College, but the socialization aspect is critical and really maybe even more important than the actual content of each of our courses. But this class really exemplifies that. I mean, when I saw your class last semester, everyone looked like they had been friends for 25 years. It was
exactly
really, they hadn't been, and none of them knew each other before the class. And it was really quite a beautiful group that you've created within your space in Senior College.
Thank you. There are other benefits too, though, because we walk around a lot and we use a ball. for some of the name games, and it's very physically active. I had in one of the prior workshops I taught, a woman came up to me and said that she went down her basement stairs with no trouble, and she said, maybe it's all that walking we're doing. And I was like, yeah. So there's so many benefits. It's self-confidence, it's how you carry yourself, it's interaction. I've had several people say they retired and they weren't going out very much, and this really helped them open up and meet new people. And we had a couple in the last session that actually grew up on the same street and happened to be in the same class.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we're thrilled to have you back. Your course is called Acting Workshop, The Drama Continues. It takes place in person at the Center for Active Living, which is in Plymouth, Mass. I always give a plug for the Plymouth courses because I grew up in Plymouth. Even if you're not from that community, maybe you're within driving distance, half hour or so, it's just a wonderful place to visit. So you can take the opportunity to take your senior college class and then go explore, go for a little walk on the waterfront, you know, have dinner, lunch at a nice restaurant if that's of interest to you. If you took the class with a friend, you could, you know, kind of pair off, take turns driving to Plymouth for the experience. It's really a lovely community. The class takes place on Thursdays starting on October 20th. At 1:40 p.m. and it goes for 6 weeks. And so Sheila, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about your course. And I look forward to seeing you this fall in senior college.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.